Hello everyone, it's Kelly here from Spiritual Awakening Signs, your guide to the spiritual awakening process. We're here today with a video to help you invoke the Ascended Master, Saint Columba. Even if you don't know who he is, you don't have to know who he is or have ever heard of him before. We're going to get into all of that in the video to help you find and align with your life purpose path, so that you can be guided by his signs and his messages, because he's a really powerful Ascended Master to invoke when you want to step onto your life purpose path, and that's a very important part of the ascension pathway. So we'll also be doing a few energy healing downloads on the video to prepare your energies so that you are ready to accept your life purpose when it actually rises to your awareness. That is an important foundation to begin, and that's a little something that we can do today just to get started. So to help you further with that, we've just launched a whole new series of energy healing meditations. These are an advanced level standard. It's very advanced level energy healing that is channeled directly from sacred sites and the Ascended Masters that are connected to them. So this first one launches with Saint Columba, and it's recorded by candlelight in a mystical cave hidden in the Scottish Highlands that we recently visited, and it's all about helping you to really step onto your life purpose path a lot more easily, guided by him and his messages and his intervention. It's available until Friday. And I'll link in the comments box so that you can check it out. You can take a little look and you can get a sneak peek on that that page as well, inside the cave, and have a little look at what we found, because it was really special and really exciting. So let's get started. I'm just going to get into this, and also feel free to say hello, tell me who you are, where you're from, and what's going on for you with your life purpose too. So we'll start with how my guides actually introduced me to the Ascended Master, Saint Columba, or I suppose more accurately how he found me. It was a recent string of synchronistic events that led me to his sacred place of worship, that spiritual cave in the Scottish Highlands. And for a while now, my guides have been kind of encouraging me and leading me, letting me know that I would be taking the next step, I suppose, on my awakening, but also in my work here at Spiritual Awakening Signs and the energy healing that I provide. So I started to get that feeling, and I knew that I was going to have to go somewhere quiet and calm my mind to really hear and understand the messages that they were bringing. And I urge you to do that too. If you sense that something is rising up, some message, some intuition, find the peace and quiet to go and be able to really absorb that and understand what's going on. So in an effort to do that, I took myself off for a nice break in the beautiful Scottish Highlands, a very nice peaceful place, very grounded in the elements and in nature, and it was really lovely. And what I noticed when I got there is that I started to get this geographical pull to a very specific place. It kept popping into my awareness no matter what I did, so I knew that something was arising that had to be paid attention to. And it was to Saint Columba's cave, the cave where he lived for a time on his pilgrimage throughout Scotland. He was an Irish missionary, and he lived there for a while when he was bringing divine love and light all across Britain back in the 6th century. So this is really ancient stuff we're working with here. So I did not know much about Saint Columba at all, which is why I say it doesn't matter if you haven't heard of him and you don't know him. It makes no difference. He will reach out to you anyway. And I decided from that space to pack up the car and to go and find this cave and go and visit the cave. And as always, even though I had no idea what was really going on, I trust my guides implicitly. I know that they will always lead me to something good. So I headed off to the cave, and once I was there, it was like a really kind of quiet rock cavern, and you can hear the rain. It was pouring with rain outside, and I had to fight through this little pathway past an ancient ruined chapel and up past the shore of the loch, which is a Scottish lake, really big Scottish lake, and made my way into the cave. And there was this beautiful stone altar with lots of little offerings that people had made, things like coins and pebbles from the loch's shore, and There's some little crystals and lots of different lovely things, and it was really peaceful. And as I stood at that altar, this beautiful orb of light just sparked right in front of me, really bright. And I knew then that not only was there really high vibrational energy already in the cave, but I knew that St. Columba was already really waiting for us. It was ready to happen, this energy. And I knew then what the guides wanted me to do. It started to make a little bit of sense. So I took a little moment to tune into his energy, and we began recording, and almost immediately this really high vibrational white light energy came through with all these messages and lots of guidance and lots of activations. And it was for all of us on the spiritual pathway to help us fulfill our missions, to fulfill our purpose. And the fact that it was from St. Columba himself was just so special to me and so humbling, and it's really going to be a really special memory that I will always remember. It was a really special moment. So we did that, and we recorded it, and the message that was really being given there by my guides mainly was that for those of us on the spiritual pathway, we are incarnated here in this moment and at this time to help uplift Gaia, the earth, to uplift the energy of earth, and to uplift the energy of the inhabitants here, because there are a lot of patterns, as I'm sure you will know, of chaos, turmoil, conflict. It's a very dense vibration to be in, and we've come here at this time to help uplift that, to help shift into the 5D, this higher vibration of higher consciousness living, where we're more in tune with our intuitive abilities, we're living with a lot more compassion and understanding, there's more peace, we're moving away from those survival instincts, and we can find more harmony. Doesn't mean it was perfect, but it's better than it was before. So what I was getting from my guides is that it's almost impossible for us under those really challenging circumstances to move forward on our life path that we have committed to as part of this mission. We decided to get involved and say, I'll help too. I'll go down and I'll spread love and light in whatever way is right for me. But we're finding it really difficult to do that, and we're buckling under the strain. So my guides are arranging energetic transactions between us and ascended masters and other potent energy points. So I'm going to be traveling to these energy points and really being a channel for that energy to come through, so that we can all get these upgrades to assist us further, because the ascended masters that have passed on and are on these higher realms, have moved on, they're still dedicated to the mission. So they want to help us, they want us to get to where we're going. They don't want us to struggle through these templates to try and make a difference. They want us to succeed and to be happy. So the first installment of that is working with St. Columba and allowing him to assist us in moving forward on our life purpose. And this entire thing, discovering St. Columba and going to that sacred site, has now become a large part of my life purpose. So you see, it's a tapestry, and it all builds on top of each other. So St. Columba can absolutely assist you in fulfilling your life purpose. And like I said, as proven by my experience, it's not necessary that you know who he is, that you have never heard of him before. It doesn't matter. He finds a way to you personally, and I've got some stories to tell you about that, how I know. He finds a way to you, and he will show up when you need him, and he'll imbue your auric field with strength, passion and purpose to drive you forward on that life purpose. And they're the three necessary components of really fulfilling your soul mission, the reason that you're here. And that advanced level energy healing that we recorded in the cave is available, so I'll put some details in the comments box, and you can take a little look later if it feels like something that would be a fit for you. But we're going to go a little bit more into St. Columba so that I can tell you all about him, because he's really cool and it's been such an exciting thing for me to work with him. So first of all, St. Columba was an Irish Christian missionary. He fulfilled a really important life purpose of bringing divine love and light all across Scotland, and particularly Britain, but particularly Scotland, sorry. And it was a very dark time when he did that. It was the 6th century, so you can imagine 6th century Scotland was dark, it was barbaric, there was really dense energy, and we were really living just on the cusp of survival. It was survival energy. And he founded a lot of different monasteries, including one called Iona Abbey, which still exists today on a tiny little island just off the coast of Scotland, also called Iona. And he was considered to be a really striking and strong figure, someone that we can really look up to, and he was revered as a warrior saint, and he was often invoked in battle in history. They would say, "O Columbus, hope of the Scots," and apparently, this is a legend, but apparently it was said in Robert the Bruce's famous Battle of Bannockburn in the 14th century. So even all that time later, people were still referring to St Columba and thinking of him and drawing on his energy. So he's a big deal that not that many people know about, which makes him really cool. And he was a very powerful orator, he was very influential, and that valuable speaking skill that he had that helped him really share his message is why we really want to be drawing on him today. That wisdom and knowledge that he shared, and the way that he was able to captivate his audience and really inspire them to listen, is an important characteristic that we as light workers are hoping to develop and looking to grow, in order to do the same thing for us, to be able to help people, to get them to listen to things that are going to help them, and to be able to lead them in a way that is compassionate and understanding. He's so beneficial to invoke. He's really very talented in those areas. But St Columba had a dark night of the soul. So like so many other brave spiritual leaders before any of us, he went through a dark night of the soul. The path is not always easy, and we can be quite often faced with struggle and adversity in our calling, and it was the same for St Columba. So there was some issues, there was contentious conflict around a copied text, a hallowed text that he copied by himself, and apparently that was considered illegal, and that resulted in all this hostility and conflict, and where the rights of sanctuary were defied, death. This was really serious. But thankfully, excommunication and exile were avoided when the Prophet of Ireland interceded and he was exonerated. So, you know, everything eventually kind of smoothed out and things were put to right. But despite that, St Columba was so filled with regret and remorse for his actions and the deaths that it had caused, understandably, that he left Ireland. He left his home, his place of home, and travelled to Kintyre, which is in Scotland. And then when he was in Kintyre, he discovered that he could still see Ireland from the shore, and instead headed to Iona, that tiny little island off of Scotland, which was the first place that he found where he couldn't see home anymore. And there's even a feature on that island called the Hill with its back to Ireland. So that gives you an idea of just how devastated he was and how much he really just wanted to completely cut that part of his life off. It was a really painful time for him, showing that all of us go through challenges on the awakening pathway. It's you're not just born perfect with all this ascended knowledge. You have to come through experiences that are challenging and struggles that are difficult to have that wisdom to impart to others. But he was a man of miracles, and we have to remember that the pathway to ascension is a very challenging one. It's very difficult, but no matter how dark it's already gotten, we can align with our life purpose, we can be our truest selves, and we can fully harness all the good that's actually existent within us. Saint Columba was really highly regarded, and he really was considered to be a man of miracles. And there's this really cool tale that tells of him performing a miracle of repelling a ferocious water beast to the depths of River Ness. And that was when a local man and one of his disciples were apparently attacked by this water beast. And apparently by sign of the cross, he said, "Go no further, do not touch the man, go back at once." And this water creature stopped in its tracks as if it was pulled back by ropes and fled, disappeared. And that's retroactively attributed to the mythic monster Nessie, which I'm sure you've heard of, at nearby Loch Ness. And that was a really significant early recorded account with a shape-shifting Celtic aquatic spirit And that's known in antiquity as a water horse. In Scotland we call them a water horse, or you might have heard people who, like Sir Walter Scott, who wrote Rob Roy, he referred to it as a kelpie, and so there's the poet Robert Burns, they call it a kelpie. So a really cool story, and something that shows how long Nessie has been referred to and considered. So St. Columba successfully fulfilled his life purpose, so now it's time to invite him to help you achieve yours. So due to the fact that Columba really successfully achieved his soul mission while he was here on earth, despite the challenges, because as we know he had some real difficulties while he was here in this lifetime, he's a powerful spiritual ally and guide to have on your side, particularly when you feel called to step into some form of life purpose, mission or meaning. That's when you really want to call on him, and you can invoke him to help you. He's going to buoy your spirits and he'll lead you forward with signs and messages and synchronicities, so keep an eye out for that. And the reason that I know this is because I went to St. Columba's cave and I recorded the meditation, which was all about life purpose. And then just a few weeks ago, I recorded the other meditation that's launched just now, the life purpose meditation. And that didn't really have anything to do with St. Columba. The St. Columba one was all about St. Columba as far as I was concerned. And the life purpose one was something slightly different, but they could work together. So as I was recording this meditation, I had no thought of St. Columba whatsoever. And as I was recording it and channeling this energy, the images that were coming up were of doves, white doves, and I could see them and I could see the messages to do with them. It was about opening your heart and being your authentic self, being totally free in who you are. And I thought, how interesting that doves keep coming up. And then when I did the research to learn more about St. Columba, I actually discovered that his name in Scottish and Irish translate to church dove, literally translates to church dove. And that was really meaningful for me, because I recognised then that it wasn't that you're working with an ascended master and then you're dropped. It's not like one-time meditation and then they stop affecting your life. He's there and he's going to continue to work with me and you even after you've done the meditation. It's you're making a divine connection with a soul that is going to keep helping you. It's going to keep assisting you along your life path. So it really meant a lot to me and it was really special. So you can invoke the Ascended Master St. Columba for lots of different attributes. So the ones that I would mainly talk about are strength. He was a very strong man. Determination, absolutely determined in fulfilling that purpose of spreading love and light. Courageous, because he came up against a lot of issues and a lot of problems. Miracles, definitely call on him for miracles, because he banished that water beast in Loch Ness, and there's lots of other miracles that are documented that people have spoken about. He was really highly regarded. Discovering or enhancing your creative talents, they can help you really find what they are and acknowledge them, bring them to the forefront so that you can step forward with them. It can help you with finding your life purpose, and it can help you with guiding you to your life purpose with signs, synchronicities and messages. So I can see Jasmine here has sent a little question. She's saying, is it Columba? It's Saint Columba, Columba, Saint Columba. And he's just a fantastic Ascended Master to work with, and such an untapped resource. I'm really excited about this. It's been one of the most special things I've ever done. It really has, and the energy that came through is unlike anything I've ever experienced. Seeing that energy spark in the cave was just, it was mind-blowing. It really was mind-blowing. It was really cool. So we are going to do a little energy download to help prepare you for your life purpose and all the information that's coming up, because sometimes even though you are ready to step into your life purpose, there are preparations that need to be in your energy field so that you can hold that, vibration. So we're going to do that now. So I've just noticed Jasmine has given us a really interesting comment. She says, oh my goodness, these two white doves were in the alley behind our apartment. They caught my attention for days, and now here's the synchronization. Love it, thank you. There you go. It's the coolest thing. It's so strange how these signs come up, but he really is powerful at giving us signs and synchronicities, so watch out for them, because if he's calling to you, you'll know. You'll definitely know But you can invoke them by choice as well, which is really wonderful. That's so cool, Jasmine. Thank you for sharing that. That's great. Okay, let's do some downloads. So I would invite you just to take a little moment to center your energy, just focus in the moment, calm your body down, maybe take a nice deep breath, and I invite you to close your eyes as we do some of these downloads. Okay, so we are going to bring in the energy for you of stability. Let's bring in that stable, grounded energy into your energy field, into the center of your soul. Just allowing that energy to come into your field now. Accepting the structure and stability that this energy brings. So that you are grounded and stable enough to not only accept your life purpose, but to fulfill it in balance. And let's ask that any foundations that you need before you even begin to understand what your purpose is, let's ask that that is downloaded now, so that you're fully prepared for knowing, so that you're ready to acknowledge whatever it is that your purpose is. Good, and take a nice deep breath. Just bringing yourself back around, back into the room. Lovely. So that's a few downloads just to prepare you for the moment before you know what your purpose is. What we're really doing there is just setting the energetic foundations so that when you do the meditations or when it comes up in your life, what your life purpose actually is, you can handle it. You can hold that vibration, you're ready for it. That's really important. So that's a few downloads for you there. But if you would like some help with your life purpose, if you would like some help stepping into that path and working with St. Columba, our brand new advanced level energy healing series, it begins with the St. Columba meditation, and it's recorded live from within his mystical cave in the Scottish Highlands. And you'll be able to see on our timeline, we actually have a video of it. I'll put a little link in the comments box and you can take a sneak peek inside the cave. It's absolutely beautiful. It was all done by candlelight, and I noticed a lot of orbs in the video, so have a look and see if you spot anything. Do let me know. But the St. Columba Life Purpose Meditation is going to allow you to experience that sacred site, that potent energy point in the Scottish Highlands from the comfort of your own home. You don't have to travel to connect with St. Columba, but you can be immersed in that environment through the video. You can connect to Ascended Master St. Columba and invoke his help and guidance. That's what we're doing for you. You can shore up the strength and bravery required for you to move forward easily on your life path, just like he did. Move forward no matter what. You can see past blocks, obstacles, and the earthly illusions that get in the way of allowing you to even begin, allowing you to even step into that purpose in the first place. It'll help you express your creative gifts and talents, and it'll help you follow your bliss. That's the most important part, is it's enjoyable. Follow your bliss and fulfill your purpose in joy. So that's what he's all about. So what is it? If you don't understand exactly what it is, it's the St. Columba Life Purpose Meditation. It's an advanced level energy healing, channeled directly from the Ascended Master St. Columba himself. As I said, recorded in the cave that he lived in the 6th century, on his sole purpose, bringing love and light to Britain. And you can think of it as a cross between an extremely high level high energy vibration healing and a guided meditation. It's a bit like the downloads that we just did there, except the downloads are coming directly from St. Columba himself. And it's a pre-recorded video. It's got advanced level healing, it's got clearing and energetic adjustments, and it works at the soul level. So that's the energetic level we really need to work on to be completely whole in the healing and the things that we're doing, and also to make sure that you are energetically prepared for the downloads that are about to come through. It's very powerful, and it's also really calm and relaxing. It's something you can use over and over again. Anytime you come up against a stumbling block in your life purpose, anytime you feel like you can't quite move forward or there's something in the way, you can use this meditation and St. Columba will be invoked again and start to clear that energy out. It'll keep working in layers to work through all the blocks and obstacles that you have. And like I said, he's not going to work with you once and then abandon you. That you're creating a link. That's what this is about, creating a divine connection to this ascended master, so that you're supported long term, so that you can draw on his strength as you move forward in your life purpose, and so that he can guide you with the signs like we've just heard from Jasmine, the wonderful white doves that she saw, which I'm sure are quite unusual to see somewhere. It's St. Columba starting to connect with you and let you know that he's here to help you, specifically you. So very exciting. If you have any questions about the meditation or about your life purpose, pop them in the comments box and I'll take a little moment to answer them. And remember, it's a brand new advanced level energy healing, but it's only available until Friday. This is just a 1 week thing, an introductory thing that we're doing, so you can have a look when I put the link in the comments box and see if it's a fit for you. We also have this week the life purpose meditation. It's something slightly different, but you can use them both together for a real powerful shift in your awakening and in your life purpose. The life purpose meditation is slightly different. It's focusing on the pains, the healer's issues that you've got when you've been a light worker before, and the harm that you've been put under for doing that. So we'll be talking more about that in the next video that's coming, and I'll put a link to both of them and you can take a look and see if they would be a fit for you. And Jasmine says, super amazing, I post the video and pics I took in the group. We would love that. I would really love to see that, Jasmine. Thank you so much. But I'm delighted to hear that St. Columba's given you messages and signs and synchronicities. He's just amazing to work with, really amazing to work with. So thank you so much for sharing that. So like I said before, if you have any questions about life purpose, St. Columba, the meditations, anything at all, pop them in the comments box and we'll get back to them. And stay tuned, because we've got more life purpose stuff coming this week. We've got more articles and videos coming as well. We're going to be talking next about healers' beliefs and how they get in the way, how these issues of the things that we've been through in our past lives come up again and cause us problems in stepping into our life purpose and using our gifts and abilities. So stay tuned for that. But like I said, whether it's live or not, leave your comments and your questions. I'm happy to answer them, and thank you so much for watching. I'm sure St. Columba is around us now. I can feel it. Have a great day.